The wedding was the talk of Lagos. Guests filled the lavish hall, the air thick with perfume, laughter, and the sweet sound of old-school high-life music. The bride, Gloria Noirfor, was a picture of radiance in her ivory lace gown. At 45, she was marrying again, this time to the wealthy and powerful Chief Richard Opara. Gloria's friends said she was finally getting the happiness she deserved, but no one in that hall knew the secret she had buried deep, a secret that was about to walk in and tear her perfect world apart. As the pastor began the vows, the double doors of the hall creaked open. Heads turned. A young woman, no older than 25, stood in the doorway. Her eyes were sharp, full of a pain and defiance that no one could quite name. She wore a simple Ankara gown that seemed out of place among the glittering guests. But it wasn't her dress that caught everyone's attention. It was the way she stared directly at the bride. "Good afternoon, Mama," the girl said, her voice echoing through the sudden silence. Forks froze midair. Gloria's hands, which had been steady just moments ago, began to tremble. She turned slowly, her face draining of all color. What did you say?" "Mama," the girl repeated, stepping forward. "I'm your daughter." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Chief Richard blinked, turning to his bride in confusion. "Gloria, what is this?" Gloria's lips parted, but no sound came out. The room began to spin as whispers erupted around her. The young woman walked closer, her voice firm. "You left me 23 years ago in Abba. You said you were coming back, but you never did." The words hit Gloria like a physical blow. Memories she had fought to bury came rushing back. Rain-soaked nights, a crying baby, and a desperate decision made when she had no one else to turn to. Back then, she was a different person. Poor, alone, and heartbroken after being abandoned, she'd given birth to a child she couldn't afford to raise. The shame was unbearable. Her family had disowned her. When a wealthy couple offered to adopt the baby, promising a better life, Gloria had agreed through tears. She left Abba soon after, vowing never to look back. But now, that same child, grown, beautiful, and angry, was standing right in front of her. The murmurs grew louder. "Is it true?" someone whispered. "She had a child?" Chief Richard's jaw tightened. "Gloria, answer her," he demanded. Tears welled in Gloria's eyes. I don't know what she's talking about," she stammered. "There must be some mistake." But the girl wasn't backing down. "You know it's not a mistake," she said, pulling out a faded photograph. "This is you, holding me when I was born. My name is Chisholm. The couple you gave me to died when I was 10. I grew up with their relatives. Before the woman died, she told me everything. How you cried, how you promised to come back for me." Her voice trembled now. "I waited, Mama. I waited all my life." The hall was dead silent. All eyes were on Gloria, who now looked like a ghost of her former self. Chief Richard's expression hardened. "You hid this from me?" Gloria swallowed hard, her heart pounding in her chest. "I didn't hide anything. It was before you. I thought she was gone forever." Richard stood up abruptly, his chair scraping loudly against the floor. "You thought wrong," he said coldly. He walked out of the hall without another word, as journalists scrambled for their phones. The wedding fell apart in minutes. Guests began to leave, gossiping as they went. Gloria collapsed into a chair, her body shaking. Chisholm stood there, tears streaming down her face. Later that evening, after everyone had gone, mother and daughter sat across from each other in the empty hall. "Why now?" Gloria asked weakly. "Why today?" Chisholm looked at her mother, her voice soft but steady. "Because every day I watched you on TV giving motivational talks about integrity and second chances. I wondered if you ever thought of me. When I found out you were getting married, I came to see if you'd still pretend I don't exist." Gloria broke down completely. "I was young, stupid, and scared. I didn't have anyone. I thought I was doing the right thing." "You could have come back for me," Chisholm said, her eyes glistening. "Even just once." "I tried," Gloria whispered. "Years later, I went back, but they had moved. I didn't know where to start. I built a new life, but there wasn't a day I didn't think of you." Silence filled the space between them, heavy and suffocating. Then Chisholm reached into her bag and pulled out a yellowed, torn letter. "This was in the box they left me. It's your handwriting." Gloria's trembling hands took it. She opened it slowly, reading the words she'd written so long ago. "My dearest child, I love you. I hope one day you'll forgive me. I'll come back for you. Please wait for me." Tears streamed down her face. "I meant every word," she said through sobs. Chisholm's expression softened, but the pain was still raw. "I didn't come to destroy your wedding, Mama. I just wanted to be seen. I wanted you to acknowledge me, not hide me like a stain." Gloria reached out, but Chisholm stepped back. "You had your chance. You chose your reputation over me. Now live with it." She turned and walked out, leaving Gloria clutching the letter, weeping into her wedding gown. In the weeks that followed, the scandal spread like wildfire. Chief Richard called off the marriage completely. "I can't build a future with someone who hides her past," he said flatly, and disappeared from her life. Gloria lost her social standing, her reputation, and her so-called friends. But what haunted her most wasn't the gossip. It was the silence from Chisholm. Months later, she learned that Chisholm had moved to Abuja and was working as a nurse. Gloria sent messages, letters, and gifts, but received no response. One day she showed up at the hospital unannounced. When Chisholm saw her, she froze. "Mama, you shouldn't be here," she said quietly. Ignoring the curious glances of passing nurses, Gloria fell to her knees. "Please, my daughter, I can't change the past, but let me be part of your life now. I'll do anything." Chisholm hesitated. The anger that had once burned so fiercely was now mixed with pity. She sighed and helped her mother to her feet. "You can start," she said slowly, "by not pretending anymore." It took years for forgiveness to bloom between them. It didn't come easily, but in small, fragile moments, shared meals, quiet visits, laughter that didn't quite reach their eyes. And though Gloria never wore another wedding gown, she gained something far more precious, a chance to be the mother she should have been. Sometimes the past doesn't stay buried. It walks right through the door in Ankara, calls you Mama, and forces you to face the woman you once were. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.